Hello everypony, my name is Hawk Nightwing, and welcome back to the channel. Yes, what you're seeing is real. Yes, today is actually the day. I know you guys have been waiting a long time for this video, and I sincerely apologize for everything taking so long, believe me. But it's true. I would like to make it official that I am officially back on this channel, and what you guys saw in that little teaser trailer was just a small taste of what's to come. I've had a lot of time to plan all this out, I've laid the groundwork over all these months, and now it's time to finally get started. It's time that I finally run this channel the way I've always wanted to run it. No more holding back. If I'm gonna come back, I'm going for broke this time. This means there will probably be a lot of changes moving forward, believe me, a ton of changes, but also a ton of things that I'll say the same. I want to take all the critiques that have been given about my older content and, well, use them to make future videos better. I also want to use this opportunity to prove that I can do better. Most importantly though, I want to return to the original mission of this channel. That bold original mission that I first burst onto the scenes with 3 years ago. That mission was to bring this fandom together. Bring people together. This time though, I'm planning on going about it a lot differently, and you guys will see the results as we go along. This is something that I've wanted to say for a long time. And now, I think this video is finally the perfect time to say it. Real change doesn't come from factionalism. It doesn't come from sowing division, it doesn't come from us versus them, it doesn't come from drama, and it certainly doesn't come from putting fans against fans. No, real change comes from taking a stand, and being a symbol of hope for people when they need it the most. It comes from putting yourself out there, and inspiring others by being the first to break the mold. That has always been the mission of this channel from the very beginning, and it always will be. But, as we all know, change isn't abstract. It isn't grand in scale right off the bat. Rather, it starts off small, intimate, with a leap of faith, and only when you can motivate the people around you can you inspire change on a broader scale. You might be wondering how this all applies to my channel, and I'll explain, don't worry. While I am still going to make my G5 analysis/defense videos because I believe in their transformative power to shape wider public perspectives, I also want to use these videos to inspire individual people first and foremost. From the very beginning of this journey, people have been genuinely inspired by my content. I receive comments even to this day about how what I say about G5 gives people the emotional catharsis they would have never had otherwise. And while I may not feel like I deserve that amount of praise by anyone about 99.9% of the time, while most of the time I may feel like a horrible YouTuber who doesn't deserve his platform, the impact that my videos have had on individual people is something that is real. It's something that's always been real. It's the defining factor that makes the grueling process of making videos like these worth it. That's why defense videos like these should exist. And I want to zero in on that as the priority. Because to everyone who has been inspired by my content, I hear you. Yes, every single one of you. Because no one is invisible to me. No one in my audience should feel like some nobody. You all matter to me, no matter who you are. And with this mindset, I want to use my platform to carve out a new path for the LP fandom as a whole. One not based in factionalism or us versus them, but one based in togetherness. One based in unity, friendship, and love. But that path starts at home. And I think I figured out what that path is and how to start it. I plan to use the crazy influence that I somehow still have as an analyst to empower fans all across generations, past, present, and future, to prove that fan content and fan projects are just as important and worthy of coverage as the official content that Hasbro makes. I want to make it so that this fandom can be self-reliant. That way, the next time we may have an official pony content drought, we're not constantly in danger of dying, and we can shift our focus towards the content that fans make. It'll also be a helpful backup in the event that G6 just isn't good, you know? Even though I will be covering it when it comes out, I mean, duh. We gotta be prepared for that scenario, knowing Hasbro and their constant meddling. This is something that I don't think anyone else has ever done before to this scale, balancing fan content and official content with equal importance. But you know what? That's what makes this exciting. Who knows what I could cover now? The possibilities really are endless. I want to be an empowering voice for fans in this fandom, no matter what generation you prefer. I want to encourage the creation and spread of new indie MLP fan projects. And not only that, I want to help in any way I can, even if it's just through videos spreading the word and platforming said projects. The way I see it, you are as much a steward for the future of MLP as Hasbro is, if not more so. Because fan projects are made with love and care. We can always count on that. And if my channel can help you pursue your dreams, then that's more than enough for me. And to start this journey, I would like to finally close the book on a journey I myself have been on for the better half of last year. You guys have seen the response video already, I don't need to go through it again. But I would like to confirm once and for all that the revival project I once led is not dead. It's not cancelled. It's under new management and it has a new name, Hoof to Heart. That's Hoof to Heart with a 2. You guys might have seen that name floating around in certain circles, and I want to confirm once and for all that Hoof to Heart is that same project. It exists, it's still kicking, and it exists separately from Path to Skyros. There, you heard it from me, folks, it's still alive. Please, no more did you cancel this project posts. Please. Obviously, it's not being run by me anymore, it's under new leadership. The main reason why I'm giving this update is because I think we all deserve a little closure on this whole thing. And I hope this update will give you all that. As for me, well, I haven't exactly given up on doing more with these characters. For those of you who don't know, on my Creative Hub channel, Ad Producer, which is actually my first channel, I'm currently running a new series inspired by LP stop motion titled Ad Producer New School Year. It's a high school based series, and it's meant to be a soft relaunch of my old franchise for a new audience. It's an AU type thing. It has very little relation to Tale beyond certain storylines being carried over, and of course, the thumbnails. But if you're interested in revival content from me, follow me over on that channel. I plan to run the Ad Producer and Hawk Nightwing channels simultaneously and seamlessly integrate them across videos. What that's going to look like, I'm still trying to figure that out, but y'all will know the answer soon. But as far as I'm concerned, New School Year is the new revival. It also allows me to kind of make my own indie show while still getting experience, and I get to use these characters as a springboard to tell a new story. I plan to aggressively expand the franchise with new content now that it's finally forming a dedicated audience of its own after all these years, so stay tuned for updates on that. There's going to be more beyond this season of the show, I'm just going to say that right now. No comeback of mine is complete without me embracing both sides of my identity, analyst and creative. And I'm renewing the fight for the Ad Producer channel to finally achieve its biggest stream after 7 to 8 years. Finally reach 1,000 subscribers. I know, it's a pretty silly goal, but it's been this channel's goal since forever, so let's see if we can get there. Can we make it by the end of this year? I don't know. Let's find out, shall we? I think we can do it. To close all this off, I want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you to all of you. Thank you so much for the incredible support on that response video. Thank you so much for continuing to stick by me throughout this whole waiting period. Thank you so much for taking a chance on my silly little AU franchise if you have or are going to. I promise it will be rewarded. And most importantly of all, thank you so much for being here since the beginning. Over the course of these past 3 years, you have all watched me grow from an immature kid who lived in a fantasy world to an adult who finally understands the responsibility of his platform. I've finally grown up, and I'm ready to try again. I was stubborn, egotistical, a ton of things that I regret. But during my self-imposed exile from this channel, I've realized that my actions have consequences, and that all of this is real. It's always been real. Everything that I've ever done on this channel, both positive and negative, matters. And the internet is as much society as the real world is. I'm now carrying the lessons that you all have taught me into this new era. And this is the most important one. Fellow LP fans. All LP fans. That's right, fans of all generations. Fans of Generation 1, of Generation 3, 4, and 5. We all share the same fandom. We're all fans of LP at the end of the day. Friends. Because I don't see any enemies here. We have been through a frightening time. And there will be other times and other things that frighten us. But if you'll let me, I'd like to try to help. To change things. I'd like to try to be the friend you all deserve. For the first time in a long while, thank you all for watching. With that being said, this is Hawk Nightwing signing out until next time. Hoof to Heart.